thanks so much for running for Senate. I mean, this is a big deal to actually step up and do this. Tell us about the district, about the race, about your opponent, about why you're in the race.
Happy to. The 10th Senate District in Wisconsin is often considered basically eastern Minnesota. We're basically by Minneapolis. We're in what's considered the northwestern part of Wisconsin, and it's a lot of bedroom communities, folks that live and work in St. Paul and Minneapolis, and or that work in St. Paul, Minneapolis, and live over here. And then we've also got a large tourism industry. It's a beautiful area, lots of very scenic, and we also have two four-year universities within the Senate district. It's a very large geographic area.
And what motivated you to run for the United States, or for the Wisconsin Senate?
Well, what it was for me, I mean, I'd been asked a couple times over the years, and I always said, no, thank you. I'm a public school teacher, and I'm very proud of that. And it came down to seeing the impact of what was going on in Wisconsin on my students as families were dealing with changes to their incomes, and just feeling very frustrated about what was going on in Wisconsin. And then finally, one of my students one day before class remarked to his friends, well, forget it. I'm not going to come back to Wisconsin after I graduate from college because there won't be anything left here for me. And that was enough for me to step up and do everything I could for that student and for the future of Wisconsin.
Well, to that, what has been going on in Wisconsin in your mind that would lead a student to say, I'm out of here because things are so bad?
Well, they could see the writing. They just saw how negative it was. I mean, these are 17 and 18-year-old kids who could see, why would anybody want to open a business in Wisconsin when the climate is so negative? And they could see, they would say, we've always gotten a great education, and we see that that's no longer supported here. And why would you want to bring a family here? Why would you want to raise a family here if there's threats to this quality of life, the standard of life that we believe in, and just the tension, just the neighbor versus neighbor. That's just not how we do business in Wisconsin, and that's all been basically since February. That's what it's felt like in this state.
You're talking about the ALEC written and supported legislation that basically busts union, goes after education, all the Fitzwalker-Stan agenda, shall we say.
Well, absolutely, and those are some of the things that are highlighted. The budget includes 78 rollbacks on environmental protections, making sure that some of our most beautiful natural resources here are shovel ready for blasting mines and things like that. And so, I mean, when you look at the list of things that have happened, it's so massive, the number of things that have changed in the state, that it's hard to kind of wrap your head around.
It's amazing. Shelly, we're talking with Shelly Moore. Her website, Moore, Moore, for Wisconsin, forwisconsin.com. And you can get over there. You can help out in I'm sure, a variety of ways. Shelly, how is the race going? How does this look so far? And has this Americans for Prosperity mailer telling people that they don't have to vote until Thursday shown up in your district as well?
It absolutely has, and all of these the attempts to suppress voters have been here. We were for a long time, this particular Senate district was the target, and we were polling as the third most likely to turn. I'm very happy that some of the other Democratic challengers have moved up in the polls, so they've taken some of the heat off of me. I'm running against someone who's been in office for nearly a quarter of a century, whose older brother held the seat before her. So it's a family dynasty that's kind of run this part of Wisconsin for almost 35 years. And so, in not bad people by any stretch of the imagination. And so I'm running against a big name, and I'm a public school teacher who's never held elected office before. And we are doing really well. It is we're definitely in the heat of this, and I think when it comes down to it, voter turnout is going to go our way because people are frustrated with the attempt to steal democracy, and our voters are going to turn out, and we are going to win this seat on August 9th.
I see where Karl Rove just dropped $500,000 into the Wisconsin race, more than the entire last election cycle, and other groups are pouring money into the state to defeat you, basically, and the other five candidates. Are you able to keep up?
Well, we're doing the best we can, of course. But the thing that we've got, we don't have the big money the other side has. Of course not. We're supported by, my average donation is about $20, and it's from school teachers and laborers and nurses and people who really care about the state. But what we do have is volunteers. We have boots on the ground. We have people making phone calls. We'll have 150 people show up to march with me in a parade in a small town here.
Wow.
I mean, that's what we've got. The momentum is definitely with us because of the people are with us.
People have been awakened by the shall we say overreaches of the Fitzwalker stand.
Exactly.
Shelly Moore, the website once again, Moore MOORE 4 FORWisconsin.com. Check it out. Please drop by. Please help out. Shelly Moore, I wish you the very, very best next Tuesday.
Thank you very much, Tom.
And once again, I so honor your decision to run for public office. It is such a tough thing to do, or such a brave and honorable thing to do. I'm totally behind you.